NASA's search for life beyond Earth has taken a thrilling and unexpected turn. What began as a quiet mission to study distant planets and moons has now uncovered shocking clues that might change everything we thought we knew about life in the universe. Deep inside NASA's labs and control rooms, scientists have been analyzing data from space probes, telescopes, and rovers, piecing together fragments of a cosmic puzzle that stretches across billions of years and light years of space. And what they have found is both exciting and terrifying: a series of signals, chemical signatures, and environmental readings that hint at life forms far stranger and more resilient than anyone imagined. Life that could be hiding in the most unlikely places. The story starts with NASA's latest missions to icy moons like Europa and Enceladus, worlds cloaked in thick layers of ice but believed to harbor vast oceans beneath, oceans that might be home to living organisms. The data sent back from orbiters and landers showed bursts of gas and heat that could only be explained by biological activity, faint whispers in the cold vacuum of space that speak of chemistry linked to life. But these signs were not the only shocking clue. NASA's powerful telescopes scanning distant exoplanets detected unusual atmospheric gases, combinations that should not exist without some kind of biological or geological process unknown to us. Gases that pulse and fluctuate in patterns so complex they seem to be more than just natural phenomena. Scientists debated for months, running tests, simulations, and experiments to rule out false positives or errors, yet the signals persisted, impossible to ignore. Meanwhile, deep underground laboratories on Earth were recreating the harsh conditions of these alien worlds, discovering microbes that could survive in extreme cold, darkness, and radiation, showing that life's boundaries are far wider than once believed. These discoveries sparked a new wave of hope and urgency. Could we be closer than ever to answering the greatest question of all? Are we alone? Yet, with each new clue came new mysteries. Some signals seemed to contain codes or patterns that defied natural explanation, almost like messages waiting to be decoded, raising the chilling possibility that some form of intelligence might exist beyond our planet, watching, waiting, or even trying to communicate. The implications sent ripples through the scientific community and beyond. If life exists elsewhere, what does that mean for humanity's place in the cosmos? Could we face friends or foes? Are we prepared for such a revelation? NASA's teams worked tirelessly, using every tool at their disposal: the James Webb Space Telescope peering into the atmospheres of distant planets, rovers drilling into Martian soil, probes diving beneath the icy crusts of moons, each mission adding new pieces to the puzzle, each discovery deepening the mystery and suspense. The world watched in awe and fear as news of these clues spread, fueling speculation, excitement, and sometimes panic, as questions about the origin of life, the future of humanity, and the fate of our planet took center stage. But NASA remained cautious, emphasizing the need for evidence, verification, and careful interpretation, knowing that the search for life is as much about patience as it is about discovery. This is a story of science pushing boundaries, of human curiosity daring to explore the unknown, of shadows on distant worlds and signals from the depths of space that might finally answer questions that have haunted us for centuries. And as NASA continues its quest, each clue uncovered brings us closer to understanding the cosmic web of life, connecting Earth to the stars in ways we are only beginning to comprehend, and inviting us to face the profound mystery that lies at the heart of existence itself. Itself was the beginning of a new chapter. A chapter where humanity stands on the edge of one of the greatest discoveries in history, a discovery that could change everything from science to philosophy to how we see ourselves in the vastness of space. As NASA's instruments continue to scan the skies and probe the surfaces of distant worlds, The clues multiply and the mystery deepens. The chemical signatures that hint at life are found not only in places we expected, but also in some of the most unlikely corners of our solar system and beyond. Take Mars, for example, once thought to be a dead, barren planet, but now showing increasing signs of past water activity and perhaps even current microbial life beneath its surface. NASA's rovers have uncovered organic molecules, complex carbon-based compounds that are the building blocks of life, and traces of methane that appear and disappear mysteriously in the atmosphere. Methane that on Earth is mostly produced by living organisms. The question is whether the methane is a sign of life or something else we do not yet understand. Meanwhile, the icy moons orbiting Jupiter and Saturn, Europa, and Enceladus have become hotspots for the search. Beneath their frozen crusts lie oceans of liquid water warmed by tidal forces and volcanic activity from the planets they orbit. NASA's probes detected plumes of water vapor shooting out from cracks in the ice, and within these plumes, hints of organic material and possible energy sources that could sustain life. The possibility that life exists in these hidden oceans is tantalizing, and NASA has plans to send even more advanced missions to explore these moons in detail, drilling through ice and analyzing samples for signs of biology. Yet, the mystery does not stop within our own solar system. Far beyond, NASA's space telescopes peer into the atmospheres of exoplanets, planets orbiting other stars, looking for what scientists call biosignatures, signs of life in the chemicals present. Some of these worlds are located in the habitable zone, the perfect distance from their star to allow liquid water. But others challenge assumptions, showing atmospheric patterns and chemical imbalances that scientists struggle to explain with current models. Among the thousands of exoplanets discovered, a few have shown unusual changes in their atmospheres, sudden spikes or drops in gases like oxygen and methane that on Earth are closely tied to biological processes. Some researchers suggest these changes might be caused by microbial colonies thriving in alien skies or oceans, breathing, reproducing, or maybe even communicating in ways beyond our understanding. The possibility that life may exist in forms completely different from ours opens a Pandora's box of scientific and philosophical questions. Could life survive on planets with extreme temperatures, crushing pressure, or toxic atmospheres? Could intelligent life be hiding, using technology or methods that evade our detection? NASA scientists have to consider all these questions as they interpret the data. In their labs, simulations of alien environments test how life might adapt and survive. Extremophiles on Earth microbes that thrive in volcanic vents, deep oceans, or radioactive waste show that life can be incredibly resilient and adaptable. If life evolved in these harsh Earth environments, it could exist elsewhere in equally hostile places. But the clues from NASA's search also hint at something even more extraordinary. In some datasets, signals appear to carry patterns, rhythms, or repetitions that resemble code or language. While still controversial and unproven, the possibility that we are receiving deliberate messages or signs from extraterrestrial intelligence is being seriously examined. This raises a host of complex issues about communication, interpretation, and our readiness to respond to such contact. Within NASA's halls, some scientists worry about the consequences of making contact. What would it mean for humanity's culture, religion, and identity? Would it unite us in a common purpose or sow division and fear? These questions add layers of suspense and gravity to the scientific endeavor. As more missions are planned, including the launch of new telescopes with even greater capabilities, and probes designed to bring back samples from Mars and asteroids, NASA's search intensifies. The collection and analysis of data are becoming faster and more sophisticated, using artificial intelligence and machine learning to find patterns hidden in noise. Each discovery raises new questions and more mysteries, propelling humanity further into the cosmic unknown. The broader impact of these discoveries also reaches Earth itself. Understanding the possibilities and limits of life in the universe may help us better protect our own planet, from environmental crises to potential cosmic threats like asteroids or solar storms. NASA's search for life is therefore not just about distant worlds, but also about preserving the delicate balance that allows life to thrive here at home. In popular culture and public imagination, these findings inspire stories, art, and debates, reminding us that the quest for knowledge is a fundamental part of being human. People around the world look up at the night sky with renewed wonder, imagining what secrets might be hidden among the stars and planets, and how humanity might one day reach out and touch them. As NASA's missions continue, the potential for a discovery that could change history grows with every signal received, every sample analyzed, and every image returned from the depths of space.